I'm guessing you're here because you want to know how to do burning tier Kuudra and make 20 million coins per hour with only a 250 mil coin budget. Well, that's just great because I just figured out a method that you can do just that with. And it's just really good as well. Okay, so right before we begin, I just wanted to mention I will be uploading a ton more this month because I need to hit 2.5k by the end of the year. Because if I do, I kind of made like a deal that I would get my friends G-Drag. So yeah, please like and subscribe. It just means I'll be making better content as a whole. Yeah, back to your video. So this video will be mainly split into 3 parts: clearing, DPS, and misc items. So first of all, we've got clearing, of course. So clearing in Kuudra is usually done with a hype and a mage setup. But with this budget setup, you'll be still using a mage setup, but you will not be using a hype. Instead, you'll be fire veiling your way through Kuudra, because the fire veil is absolutely underrated in Kuudra. No matter what tier you do, even infernal players will use it, because you don't have to actually spam or hold it to have its ability work. So because of this, you are able to do a decent amount of damage around you. It's like a kill aura, and you just do that nice damage without you even needing to try. You just hold it and you swap. And it honestly just makes such a big difference because you can just do whatever you're doing in Kuudra, like building, supplies, or anything, and your fire veil will be carrying you through the whole thing. So mainly, your aurora should be mana for vitality, because this gives you the healing and DPS factors that you need for clearing, because clearing is all about not dying and doing enough damage, of course. And then, obviously, you want your mage equipment, being Implosion Belts and Gauntlet of Contagion. And then, yeah, honestly, the fire veil should be doing a lot of the things. And so when you're actually doing a Kuudra, just remember you should be casting your fire veil as soon as each cooldown ends. And even when you're doing supplies, when you're doing everything, when you're doing absolutely anything in Kuudra, make sure your fire veil is on. Your mana should be good enough so you will definitely not run out, because it's every 5 seconds. So yeah, you'll be using 150 mana every 5 seconds. That does not drain your mana at all. And so yeah, make sure you have it on when you pre-pearl, and there's a couple other tips that you should learn before you actually get into this method. I'll link those down below in the description, but yeah, that's basically your clearing section complete. Okay, so next we've got DPS. So for DPS, you really don't need anything. In fact, in Burning Tier, nobody needs anything, really. All you need is your Terra armor, like full Terra, because it's the cheapest, of course. And then we've got any short bow. You can use your Juju, but any short bow will work. And then you have some tap, and any pet with a crochet tiger plushie. And what you'll mainly want is just a good amount of attack speed, and just your tap and your Juju. Because in Burning, you can literally solo DPS with the Juju, Terra, and tap. Because Toxic Arrow Poison it's just that good, honestly. And yeah, that's literally your DPS section covered, because yeah, it's just that cheap. Okay, so finally, we've got the misc category. And in this category are mainly all your healing items, your like utility items, and basically everything else you'll want. So really, all you need is a Wither Cloak with Art-Wise, which is kind of expensive. An Aspect of the Void, it doesn't matter if it has Ether Transmission or not, as long as you can TP around, it's fine. Your Pearls, obviously, a Healing Wand, which I don't have in my inventory. Your Open Shop, which I don't know why a lot of people don't have. Any Lava Fishing Rod, even the starter one. And then, of course, if you've got an orb, maybe have an orb, but really, you don't really need one. If you're going to use one, use an Overflux, but that's really not in our budget. Someone else will orb, doesn't really matter. But yeah, your misc items, you should be using your Healing Wand every once in a while, like after the last one runs out. If you've got a Florid Zombie Sword, might as well use it as well. But you've got a ton of mana to use, so don't be worried to keep spamming your healing items, and as long as you're low, it's fine. Also, I'd recommend, if you're always going to be dying a lot, then get yourself a Gloomlock. Yeah, if low, Gloomlock, and if you're decently high, just always have your Wand of Atonement on, and your Vitality should absolutely carry that, so yeah, that shouldn't matter too much. But apart from that, yeah, that's all your misc items. The whole setup is incredibly cheap, and you should be able to do some good Kuudra with this. So honestly, I don't know why nobody's really using this method too much. There's a lot of people who already don't use a hype or term in Kuudra, and they still somehow get by. but I don't see them using a 5L or anything like that. They just go around doing supplies and they die a lot of the time. But with this, you should be able to defend yourself, heal, have a good amount of EHP, and also key grind pretty easily, which is, of course, quite overlooked sometimes when you're using methods and you're looking for methods. So you should be using this method quite a bit if you've got a low amount of money. And the rest of the money, if you've got any left over from your 250 mil, just put that into accessories. You'll want about 650 or 600 for burning tier. It's not hard to do. So yeah, go ahead, have fun, make some money. And I'll be uploading a lot, so I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.